Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Horst Lüning, and I'm the master taster of Whisky.com. And today I present the Arran 17-year-old, brand new 46% ABV, unchill filtered, uncolored. And this is the oldest available bottle from the Arran distillery, which was established in 1995, opened by the Queen herself. There's a trilogy of 3 bottles, the 16-year-old, the 17-year-old and the 18-year-old. And the 18-year-old will come on the market 2015 in spring. Now we are at the year 2014, it's summer, and the 17-year-old is already on the market, it's widespread. But be careful, there are only 9,000 bottles available worldwide. And as was with the 16-year-old, and the 16-year-old is mostly gone from the shelves. It has it was a big success for the distillery, and this 17-year-old, I think, until the holiday season 2014, it will be available, and after that, it will be gone. Collectors, beware! These trilogy will be one of the most valuable items issued by the distillery for the upcoming decades. Well, will it be? Probably. I don't know. I tasted the 16-year-old last year, and I found it wonderful. It was a mixture of ex-bourbon casks and ex-sherry casks, and the 17-year-old is now a complete sherry cask bottling. But these sherry casks weren't first fill. So there are second fill, probably third fill sherry casks used for the maturation. And the distillery, the startup of the distillery wasn't that smooth. So there were a change in the shareholder structure, and there were a shortage of casks. So it was quite difficult. But Arran has a very good, a wonderful way to treat their casks, to select their casks, to bring the maximum out of their casks. So they started some finishing series, 2005, 2006, I think, and so all the reused casks were enhanced by further maturation in a finishing, and they were able to sell them also, to bring them into into bottles. And this 17-year-old is from, I think it must be from 1997, when they were a few years into production already. And well, yeah, let's have a look at the tube. So that these cars aren't from the very beginning. So, and you might be happy that they are from the 2nd or 3rd year of production, because then there was more money in the distillery. They had a blend. They were selling a Lochranza blend, so cash flow was establishing. They had more money for the casks, so quality increases if you have better wood. So, limited edition of 9,000 bottles. The Arran Malt, single malt Scotch whisky, aged 17 years. Pure by nature is their slogan. Each cask imparts its own unique and distinct mark upon the spirit it has matured over the years. James McTaggart, master distiller. With a cask, that means we have a lot of casks mixed into this batch, and if every cask is different, unique, then they used a lot of different casks, so they collected what they found. Ah, I'm bad, I know. Natural color, non-chill filtered, strictly limited, 9,000 bottles. The limited edition release of the Arran Malt at 17 years old has been produced from unpeated malted barley and matured in the finest ex-sherry casks. The whiskey has not been artificially colored and has not been chill filtered at bottling, thus retaining the full range of aromas and flavors which typify this unique island single malt. Only 9,000 bottles of the Arran Malt 17 years old have been released worldwide. Color, antique gold with copper highlights. Antique gold, yes, copper highlights. I don't know. Aroma, warm spices, candied citrus peel, and tinned mandarins with classic Arran orchard fruits. Palate, sweet spice and cigar tobacco. Water adds depth and reveals dark chocolate and orange oil. Finish, long and warm with sherry wood character and a puff of bonfire smoke. A puff of bonfire smoke? From unpeated malted barley. Okay. The Arran malt, sophisticated at 17. I visited the distillery in 2013 in summer, and I took a video, and as soon as I have this video translated into English, I give you a link here. And it's a wonderful small distillery in the northeast of the Isle of Arran, and whenever you have the chance to visit, do so. A wonderful vanilla note and a citrus fruitiness develops. Citrons, mandarins, and warm spices. Yeah, it's the wood. And it's definitely not first fill sherry, or not many casks were first fill sherry casks, because those dark fruits aren't there. You have the spiciness of the oak, you have the wonderful vanilla and caramel from the toasted parts of the wood, and the distillery character of the with the citrus notes are there. Wonderful. And there's a light sweetness of honey on top of that. Yeah. Oh, mouth-watering. Becoming more and more sweet spices prickling on the tip of your tongue, and some, yeah, the sherry is developing, some darker fruits appearing, more spiciness, a very faint bitterness appearing from the oak. Dark chocolate is too much. It's just a hint of bitterness. No chocolate. And this bonfire smoke? No. There is this aromatic oakiness. And some people will translate that into smoke. No, not for me. The sherry is present, but definitely second fill. And the second fill, or mostly second fill, perhaps a few third fill and a few first fill. The second fill casks are, from my point of view, those casks which mature most homogeneously as possible. So they do not press the distillery character in the back, so there's still the distillery character there. They add the oakiness, and they bring a long and spicy aftertaste, but they're not pressing the distillery character to the invisibility. No. 17 years old, very mature, very complex. Now the fruity orchard fruitiness, yes. More and more. And I suggest, if you have more grams of this, not on a day, on several days, then you will have more and more insights into this wonderful single malt one of the best I had this month. Wonderful. A pleasure. Thank you for watching Whisky.com. Stay tuned. There's more to come. Feel free to comment and share this video with your friends.